Yeah. What is good, everybody? What's popping? What's popping? What are we doing? What's good, Kennedy? How are you doing? What? It's not working. Wait, hold on, wait. It should be working. Bro, I literally tested this. What are we talking about? Wait, what is this? That's so stupid. Okay, all right, Boomer is back in action. Boomer is back in action. What's good, Sydney and Adam? How are you guys doing? Yo, okay, I don't know what happened. It somehow got closed on my end. I don't know what that was, but we're back now. And that's the most important thing. You're tired? Why are you tired? Come on, Adam, you're still young, you're still spry. You're not 30 yet, okay? You don't have time to be tired. Oh, tax days? Oh, wait, for like, yeah, because I guess you do like a lot of, actually, you know what? How does that work with card stuff? I'm assuming it's like a business like any other, right? But I guess maybe you just have like a lot more kind of niche things to fill out. I don't know if cardboard, you know, dealing with cardboard and collectibles changes a whole lot. The self-employed Omega struggle. It means you're self-employed and you sure AF don't get a tax return. You don't? You don't get any tax return? None? Yo, what's good, Dan? Yo, are you ready today? Are you ready for rulings today? I don't know if you have it, if you got it all set up or anything. Okay, all right, take your time, Dan. I'm gonna yap for a while. So don't worry, we'll get to it later on. So build to your heart's content. I haven't gotten a tax return in years. But do you pay a lot of money, Kennedy? I know you say you pay big time, but do you actually pay like real money? Oh no. Wait, Kennedy, what? What's the largest amount you've had to pay doing your own taxes? Because you're just one singular person. Roughly a third of what you make? Ooh. What would be big time in your eyes? In my eyes, like when I hear big time, I'm thinking like, what, if you're making money throughout the whole year and if you gotta pay a lot back, I'm thinking like, my first initial thought is like $2,000 or $3,000. That sounds like a whole lot, but if you get no money back and you're self-employed, I'm assuming you get a lot of money, so I'm assuming they want 2 to 3K, maybe. But if you're saying like a third, that sounds like way more. Prior to deductions, you're paying about a third of what you make. So if I'm making 30,000 in a year, I'm paying 10K back, roughly. Oh no, that sounds horrible. I'll take my 9 to 5 and I'll roll with it. I got deductions here, but I still paid a lot. I paid well over 2,000. God, dog, you guys are getting cooked by taxes. I had a lot of it. It was nice. You guys, but you guys have to pay so much money. You guys have to pay so much. Oh no, bro, no. It's the literal price we pay to be self-employed. Have you guys ever thought about getting a real job like me, a streamer, the hardest job in the world? Like if you guys were all like me streaming, you know, the government would allow it. You know, they allow streamers. If you're trying, you'd be in our position. So don't allow it to. Well, you see, Kennedy, I simply just wouldn't pay my taxes. I wouldn't give the government a dime. All right, they would just have to learn to live without my money. And since, you know, I think something with like the IRS, like there's like a lot of people that got let go from the IRS. I don't even think they would notice. I don't think anybody would notice at all. As a matter of fact, I think I would get away with it. Clip me admitting he's gonna do tax fraud. Whoa. Well, I didn't say I'm going to do it. I just said, you know, if in a hypothetical world and situation were to happen, that's a possibility that I could take. I'm gonna send the clip for a tax score. What? Why would you send it for a tag? How's it gonna get you a tax discount, Adam? Yoshi main now? Yo, what's good, buh? Wait, Yoshi? Who's a Yoshi main? Not me. I ain't. Oh wait, the tax evasion Yoshi. Okay, wait. I remembered. I picked it up. I got it. I got it. How are you doing, my guy? Tax evasion, my bad. Either. Maybe they'll hook it up. Call it a finder's fee, or maybe I just say it was actually you committing tax fraud. Hit them with a little Uno reverse card, and then they gave me money, actually. You ever think about that? Chilling like a villain. Yes! Yes, chilling like a villain. Yo, buh. Yo, dog. Yo, what's up? Didn't you say you were gonna be at the last monthly, big dog? What happened? I was like, man, this monthly is gonna be great because I know my boy Buh is gonna pull up. Man, he was gonna go crazy. And then you didn't show up. What's up with that, Buh? What's going on? What is this clip, Dan? What is it? You know what? I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at this obvious slander on my name, okay? Obviously, this is untrue and I never said this. This clip is actually AI. It is AI. AI is pretty good nowadays. My girlfriend hijacked my weekend. Men and I should be there for May if there is one. I mean, there should be. There should be one for May. I don't see why there wouldn't be. And then, you know, you guys are gonna show up, and then I'm gonna beat everybody with my Mario again, because I did win the last monthly. Let's go! Let's go! I won the monthly with my Mario. My Mario, I always drop exactly one game. The whole tournament, I dropped like one game. Every single set, I dropped one game. It didn't matter who it was. I just dropped one game. I was learning the Italian man matchup. Oh, your Mario's so different in my. But the secret to my Mario, it's not even a real secret. It's just, do you think he's gonna throw out a smash attack? He probably is. There you go. Your Mario is so different in my head because I give it so much respect and I forget that it's a Mario. That's why I get it. No, it's so easy. It's so, like, you're like, oh man, smash attack. Just don't get hit by it, and then you don't. It's crazy. It's great. I attribute too much brain power to anticipate the inevitable. Yeah, why do all that extra stuff when you can just, like, I don't know, use big moves to keep me out? Like, for example, Ganondorf, he just forward tilts, he just fairs, and I'm like, all right, I guess I just lose. I guess it's impossible. I guess it cannot be done. Mario, Ganon just stubs him out, bro. It just does not feel good at all. That might be because I'm a bad Mario main, but man, Ganon just never feels good. Because behind the mustache, I know there's a farmer. I do like to be spacing my moves. I do like to space my moves like a plant farmer. I gotta learn to be better about being up close and personal. Because right now I'm not the best at it. I will say I'm not the greatest, but I do know down smash comes out on frame 3, and I do know up smash is 4 or 5. So really, I don't. Yeah, down smash. Am I spitting misinformation? I don't believe I'm spitting misinformation. Yo, what? Snipman. I'm gonna talk to you again, big dog. So last time we were in here, you were making some some racially kind of charged jokes. And you know, I can't let that one, I can't let it slide. So I will have to time you out. I will have to time you out. Okay. Hey, you know, I let it go before, but you know, you can't be coming in here every single time and say that. You know, I did let you know last time when you came in. So I gotta do it to you. I gotta do it to you on principle, on principle. So come back. You know what? It wasn't fun. It wasn't funny this time, my boy. Hey, come back in a few minutes. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to stand on business this time. Okay. I had to time him out for a little bit. I had to time him out. Hopefully when he comes back, he'll learn to be better. If not, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hey, it's a very dangerous game to play. If you're gonna come in saying stuff like that, you gotta be ready for the consequences. You gotta be ready. Someone's fact check. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was looking at the fact check. Hold on a second, bud. Let me see. Mario down smash. Oh god, I hate the way this looks. Attack low. Okay, I think this is down smash. Wait, is that start? Oh, wait, I don't know. I hate this. Is this the full move? No, this is. What is this? What is this move? Oh, that's forward smash. That's forward smash. Okay, wait, where's down smash? Okay, this is hold. Wait, where's the? I don't know how this works. Oh wait. Is it this one? Okay, yes. All right, there we go. Yes, it is frame 3. Actually, you know what? I can show it to the people. Hold on. Let's see. Here you go, bud. Here's Mario down smash for you. Look at that. Look at that. Frame 3, baby. Delicioso. We got 1, 2, 3. But it's only out for 2 frames though, and then it comes back out for 2 more frames. So you know, it's not active for very long. It's not active for very long. I think this is his up smash. No wait. Oh, this is forward smash. Forward smash is so good. Is this up smash? Oh, never mind. Up smash is actually better than I remember. It's actually frame 3, baby. Sheesh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at his head, bro. What is this? And then I have some, I think that's invincibility. Oh, is it only on frames 5 and 6? Okay. That looks like invincibility, I think. Or invulnerability. He needs it. He needs it. He actually needs it. Okay, so let's see. So that's forward smash. That's regular. What about my aerials? Back air. Oh, it's actually slower than I thought. It's only frame 6. Okay. Fair is slow. It's like 16. It's not even fast. Yo, up air though. Up air is frame 4. Up air is so crazy. Down air. It's actually not very fast. Frame 7. Is this destroy? What are these purple and blue moves? We have Falcon at home. Nah, I wish we had Falcon at home. Yo, Nair, frame 3 though. Nair's frame 3. Sure. Yeah, Mario's kind of crazy. And then we have Jab, frame 2. Frame 2 Jab. Say what? What about his tilt? I actually don't know what his tilts are. Oh, is this up tilt? Yo, up tilt comes out on frame 5. Pretty good. Zero Suit Samus comes out on frame 3 though. Wait, what is this? Low 3? 4? Is that down tilt? I think that's down tilt. What is this? I think that's forward. Oh wait, no. I think this one's down tilt. No, that's that's still not down tilt. I don't know where down tilt is. I don't know. I guess it's this one. I don't know. This is low angle forward tilt, right? I think this one has to be down tilt then. Because the other one, yeah, that one's down tilt. Okay. Yeah, Mario's crazy. Mario's literally insane. I love Mario. Mario's so good. Don't you guys just love Mario? Isn't he just the sickest character in the game? Oh God. Oh, also, I'm not forgetting today. We have a question of the day. Boop. What is a game that you guys think is super overrated? Like, what's a game that everybody's like, oh yeah, this game, incredible. This game is like super good. But when you look at it and when you play it, you're like, man, this game is kind of mid or potentially kind of bad. I have a few games I could probably list out. Do you have any games, Buh, that comes to mind immediately? Because, yeah, I definitely... I'm not trying to get burned in the sake, but... Oh, wait, let the hot take fly! Yo, Bud, you gotta... Yo, let it fly, my boy. Don't let the people stop you, okay? No, hold on. Wait, okay, wait, hold on a second. Wait, which one? Wait, which one? There are many Paper Marios. Which one? wait, which one, Buh? It's you gotta be specific. Oh, Buh, dog, look at it, bro. It's right here, bro. Why would you do that to me? I even have an old diorama set, bro. Look, it's a little diorama thing. Bro, how could you do this to me? It was all fun and games until it was my game. Okay, yeah, you know, what's your reason? Wait, why do you think TTYD is overrated? Bro, that's my game. It hurts me in ways you can't even imagine. The soundtrack is very good, turn-based gameplay, but it's marveled for being this awesome, innovative work. Yeah, it is. It was like, you know, it was really good. You know, it has a whole lot of, you know, you can act on your opponent's turn, and it's really cool and it looks great. Art style's amazing. Horizon for real, but we've already discussed that one. Yep. What? Nah, I was gonna say, was it really that like lauded? But I think people really did like it, and yeah, we've definitely discussed that one already, Adam. Like that one, oh man, it just. I mean, I kind of want to talk. I kind of just want to say just one quick thing about it. Like, the game is well made. I can at least say that the game is well made. I just don't think it has the sauce, I guess, based on what the game is all about. But yeah, we talked about that one. It's missing it's missing the sauce, bro. And you know, despite me saying all that, I will play Horizon 2 still. I'll give it a chance. I don't know if it's drastically different from the first one, but I'll give it a chance because, like, despite everything I said about Horizon Zero Dawn, I did say I enjoyed the story. The story was good, so that did draw me in. So at the bare minimum, it has that at least with me. But playing it is the sad. It's almost like the inverse of Borderlands 3. Like, the gameplay of Borderlands 3 is phenomenal, amazing, but the story, it's kind of whatever. It's just kind of whatever. But the gameplay, magnifique. And I guess that's the difference between, because like I can go back to Borderlands 3 and play and have a great time, but I can't say the same for Horizon. Nah, I gotta disagree on the Borderlands series. I think Borderlands as a series is amazing. Me and my wife right now, we're going through the DLC of Borderlands 2. We just hit level 80, and we're doing our grind for weapons and stuff like that. Like we're going all the way in. Then once we finally finish that, it's Borderlands 3 time. So we love Borderlands. We are a Borderlands household. Literally, my wife yesterday, she just because I showed her the Switch 2 direct, and she said that if for whatever reason Borderlands 3 was coming out on the Switch first, or was like an exclusive for the Switch, she would buy a Switch. She's so, you know what, the Borderlands, it has that kind of pull on people. Switch 2 the Switch 2, baby. Oh, and speaking of like overrated games, I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The Witcher 3. I think The Witcher 3 is really overrated. I mean, like it's fine. I don't think it should have won like Game of the Year or anything like that. And yes, I am getting the Switch 2. If I can get it on release day, I will be getting it on release day. Yes, we are, Dan. We are talking about what is a game that you think is super overrated. Buzz said Paper Mario. Adam says Horizon and Borderlands, but I don't agree with Borderlands. I say The Witcher 3. Yeah. Man got banned. So what? It's only gonna be $1,000. Like, doesn't everybody just have $1,000 to drop on the Switch too? Final Fantasy 16 is a bottom 5 Final Fantasy game. But is it overrated though, Dan? Because I feel like the game is properly rated by the people. I feel like there is a healthy mix between people saying it's good and it's not a great Final Fantasy, into where a lot of people think it's great. I don't know if Final Fantasy 16 is overrated. Yeah, didn't it get like an 80 something? Didn't it get like a 85 or 84 or something? 87? Okay, yeah, like an 87. Yeah, I feel like that's not people overrating it. I feel like that's people just liking the game. I feel like if this game was like a 95 or something, I mean, I would personally probably say it's still probably up there, even though I haven't played it. But I can see it. But I feel like an 87 is not crazy. BioShock Infinite. Yes, Sydney, yes! BioShock Infinite is absolutely overrated. As a matter of fact, I will go out on a limb and I will say BioShock Infinite was outright boring. I'll say it. BioShock Infinite, it was boring. I was not a fan. Gotta finish my cooking and hit the gym. Have a good stream, boss. Hope to see you soon. All right, peace out, big dog. Thanks for stopping by. It was great. Because people think a game beating you over the head with his thesis 500 times in 3 minutes, every single cutscene is a good thing. Okay, but what if I told you it's an 87 that deserves to be a 20? Okay, yeah, I think you might be underrating it, Dan. I feel like this is an overrate on your part. I feel like this is a heavy underrate on your part. You said a 20? A 20? That's crazy. Infinite has some sauce. I will say, Adam, BioShock Infinite was one of the games where I could not get far enough to even see if it had sauce. Like I got bored of it real quick. Well, in my circles, people have definitely turned on BioShock Infinite. Have they? Good. Good. People like bad writing, characters are cardboard. Oh, plays bad, writing bad, characters are bad. Well, you know what, Dan? Without playing, I will see if I can come to your conclusion as well. It just didn't age as well as one. I have not played one yet. I've only played Infinite, and I was able to play like a tiny bit of two, but it came with the Infinite, but I didn't have Infinite for long because I borrowed it for a friend and I returned it and I said, nah, this isn't it. If I had to describe Clive in one word, it'd be noble. But if I had to think of it as a second word, it wouldn't, I wouldn't be able to because he's so plain. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. I will be right back. I gotta go pee. I drank too much water. BRB. Hold that thought, everybody. Okay, all right, I'm back. All right. What were you guys saying? The gameplay was the issue with Infinite. It didn't have much variety. I wish I got further, but I can believe that. Let's see, what's another game that's kind of overrated? Let me see, do I have a game? No, I wouldn't have an overrated game on my shelf, would I? Nah, probably wouldn't. Oh. I feel like people will kind of agree with me. I think GTA 5, I think it's a bit overrated. I think GTA 5 is a bit overrated. I can see all of the upsides to it, and for the time that it came out, which was like, wait, how long? Wait, when did it come out? Like 2013 or something like that? Or 2015 maybe? Like 10 years ago at this point, near about, or something like that. Back in the day, like, you know, I didn't see like all of the hype. It just didn't. Even when I played it, I couldn't really play it for too long. It didn't have the magic of like San Andreas, but I played that when I was a kid, and I just like running away from the cops. Persona 5. I have not played Persona 5, but all I know is you guys keep saying you hate Persona 5. Okay, that's all I know. You guys keep saying you hate it. And you know what? I don't know, because I have not played through a Persona game. So I can't say yes or no, but what I can say, the music is great. That's what I can say. The music, amazing. Wait, ironically you softened on it, or unironically you softened on it? You've ironically softened on it? Ironically? Wait. Oh wait, never mind. No, I'm dumb. I forgot how English works. Never mind. Ignore me. I was like, oh, like, well, when you say it, no, ignore me. Ignore me, big dog. Yeah, I think that's fair. You know, it just kind of doesn't. If it doesn't hit the way that you want to, especially if you guys really like 4 and 3 or whatever, then I can see it. Maybe it's just too long. I know that's something you guys said a lot. I suppose. What's another game? Now I don't know if this one would really count, but The Messenger probably. I remember people really talking very highly of The Messenger. And when I played it, about half the game was great and half the game was kind of not great. So that game might be a bit overrated. Well, it depends. Where do people rate The Messenger actually? An 86? I think that's too high. I think The Messenger is too high. I feel like The Messenger should be like maybe a high 70, like to an 80. I thought the villains were stupid, but then I read about how they were based off real people. So that's how I softened on the story a bit. Oh, so all it took was just a little bit more context for you to soften up on it, huh, Howard? Just a little bit more context. Maybe they'll teach you to not be so hard on things in the future. Maybe learn about them a little bit. Okay, I'm back. What are we talking? Howard was talking about Persona 5 and I said The Messenger. I think The Messenger is overrated. That game is probably like an 80 at best, but probably like a 75 or something. I want to go do the diseases. Oh, the dishes. Let me think for a second. Yeah, you know what, Cindy? I would love to hear what games you think are overrated, because you have such a unique perspective, I think, since, you know, your gaming is like more chill than I think than some of us. It's okay. I also, oh, look at that. Everybody's softening up on Persona 5. Maybe it's time for me to finally play it on stream. Maybe it's finally time for me to boot it up and, you know, we can all relive the magic. You haven't played Persona 5 yet, Sydney? I figured being around Adam, you probably would have played it. And since you already played, what, the other Persona games? What, I think it was 3 or 4. I do think it's still the worst friend group though. No, we got Golden for the Switch though. Okay, Persona 4 Golden. Persona 3? Persona 4 Golden. Yeah. I will die hating Persona 5. Okay, Greg. You won't die hating it, okay? You think you can't hate Persona 5 that much, Greg. I got the ball mixed. Okay, okay. You have Persona. You have Persona 5 Royale. I will never play it again, so I'll never have the chance. Okay, what if you just hear people talking about it? You can soften that way, you know, just hearing the homies say positive things about like, oh yeah, the music's good. Oh yeah, the characters are kind of fun. I don't even know why I'm fighting so hard for Persona 5. I haven't even played it. I still have not played a Persona game to any meaningful amount. What you got, Howard? What's this easy one that you speak of? Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom to a lesser extent. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Howard. I think those games deserve everything they got. Absolutely. They absolutely deserved everything they got, Howard. I think they are in fact peak. I also didn't vibe with the Messenger either. Yeah, like what's the Messenger that's so boring? I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry, not boring. Well, the second half, you know, it could be, but more like kind of angering, because I like the first half, but the second half got me. I already know the good parts. OST and UI. That's it. Gameplay, probably. Wait, Horizon Zero Dawn, Sydney? Is that the one you're talking about? Won't be hearing the Breath of the Wild discussion though. It's the new gamer thing to think it's overrated. But it's not overrated though. Do people? Wait, do you guys? Howard, do you actually think Breath of the Wild is overrated? There's just no way. I still don't really like the controls, and I was very underwhelmed by the story. Yes. Oh yeah, City. Yep. Adam said that one earlier. Yep. And I wholeheartedly agree with him. Oh man, Howard. Yo, is that a bad take? Is that a very common Howard bad take? Breath of the Wild is so overrated. It's fine, it's good, but not every gamer needs to be Breath of the Wild good. I don't know, Kennedy. I feel like it was kind of that good. The story is eh. Wait, what? It's fine, it's good, but not every needs to be Breath of the Wild. Okay, well, I'm assuming you meant good and not Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild God. You're hacking up your message. I didn't hack it up. I just thought you meant God. Okay, all right, sure, okay. I thought you meant to put good there. It seemed like it made more sense, I guess. The game is 99% exploration. That's true. It's very heavily exploration, so I feel like you should like it a lot more, Howard. And I feel like the story, well, you know, that's just me. I feel like the story is pretty good. I think Oraz overrated. Oraz is overrated. What did Oraz get? If I just type in Oraz, will it know? Okay. What did Omega Ruby get on Metacritic? 83? That makes sense to me. That sounds like it makes sense. As in God, not. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. I see what you were trying to say. Go on, Adam. Tell me which 3D Zelda is mid. Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. I really liked Skyward Sword. Twilight Princess is probably mid. I like Skyward Sword, but I can say that if people said it was mid, I could understand, even if I don't agree. But I did like Skyward Sword. That was the first Zelda. Was that the first or the second? I can't remember. I either beat Ocarina of Time 3D first or Skyward Sword first. I can't remember which one. It might have been Skyward Sword. I can't remember. No, I think it was Ocarina of Time. I won't take Twilight Princess later. I will agree with Skyward Sword. Oh, that's where you draw the line? Twilight Princess? I feel like people moved on too quickly from the Battle Tower. Yeah, it is under construction. I know it was an Emerald thing, but Heart Gold Soul Silver literally incorporated story elements of Crystal. Hey, Sydney, if anybody's on your side on that, it's me. Okay, I will never forgive Oraz for what they did about the construction. I will never forgive what they did. So on that front, I can wholeheartedly agree and I understand. I don't really follow Discord, so I don't even know which games are overrated. I just have games that bother me. Well, what games bother you, Greg? Honestly, even the best Zelda games are just like fine. Even you just think the Minish Cap is fine. I think the Minish Cap is probably one of the best Zelda games ever. I love Minish Cap. Even though I have not beaten it, I love Minish Cap. And that's a game I didn't even play until like, what? I was like already like getting out of high school. Oh wait, we're talking about Pokemon now? I liked Oraz. Yeah, Oraz was great. It's the best Zelda game. The best Zelda games are 2D. Aren't there only like, so you're saying there are only, well really, are you saying there's only one good Zelda game then? Because I don't know if people are going to agree with you with Zelda 1 or Zelda 2. People will just say A Link to the Past, right? That was like the last 2D Zelda, right? Wait, no, I'm sorry. There were Game Boy ones. My fault. There were Game Boy ones. There were Game Boy ones. I never played Minish Cap. You should, it's cool. I just didn't like the Primal Megas. It was just too much. It made them regular Megas. I mean, they were effectively just Megas, right? They were just called something different. But I played Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Link's Awakening, and Breath of the Wild. The best, in my opinion, was Ocarina. I was like, okay, I guess it's just not for everybody. Also, while we're on the high, Metroid Prime, those games suck, and I'm not putting. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, Adam! Hey, yo! Whoa! Hey, dog, you're saying all of them suck? That's what you're telling me? Bro, hey, yo, that's crazy. You know, if you want to say 2 or 3 or whatever, that's one thing. But you're gonna say Metroid Prime 1 sucked? What? What? That's crazy. That is crazy, Adam. That's a crazy hot take. I can't condone that one. I cannot condone that one. Everything else I could maybe kind of see, but Metroid Prime, that's crazy. Every three houses bother me because part 1 is actually peak and part 2 is incredibly bad. The drop in quality haunts me to this day. It's kind of like the Messenger. The Messenger, the first half, great. The second half, ugh. It was like speed running the horror of Game of Thrones. I'm so glad I didn't get into Game of Thrones, so I couldn't be disappointed like everybody else. Talk. What do you mean, Adam? People have played a good shooter and they still like Metroid Prime. And it's almost entirely because of the bad controllers. Nintendo has never made a controller capable for a shooter. Well, you know what, Adam? Metroid Prime 4 has mouse controls. So there you go. Now you can enjoy it now. Wow. I hope you have a good time. I don't know if it's overrated or if I just don't vibe with it, but I really dislike Luigi's Mansion. Wait, which one? Which one, Sydney? Which one? It really depends on which one you're talking about. But I think I can understand regardless, but you know, I kind of want to know where the first one. Why does everybody insist on hurting me, bro? I love Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is so good, bro. It's so peak. I didn't know the GameCube growing up. Sydney, but you're an adult now, so you should have an even greater appreciation. You know, it's, you know, like vacuuming, like, you know, we do that as adults. You know, we vacuum now. You know, we clean off dust. You know, that's adult thing. You know, that's why we can appreciate it more. I tried playing it at least a year, so that's probably a huge factor. I tried playing it last year, so that's probably a huge factor. Oh, but it's so good. That's so good, though. That doesn't mean we like it. My dad worked at a vacuum store growing up, and to this day, he still hates vacuum. That's actually very funny. That's actually very funny and just so... It's so random. That's so... When is that? When was that? When would that ever come up in a conversation ever? You're like, oh yeah, man, don't we just love vacuuming? You're like, my dad used to work in a vacuum store and he still hates vacuuming to this day. I actually hate vacuuming. I think vacuuming is cool as long as it's just one room and the cord is long enough. Because I don't have a cordless vacuum. Gotta be one of my least favorite chores. I could see that. Vacuums come up a lot in my family home. Vacuums sent my dad. Vacuum sent your dad to college? Yo, shout outs to vacuum. Yo, shout outs to Bissell? Whatever the name of that brand is. Because his parents own the store. Shout outs to vacuums. Shout outs to vacuums. Let's go vacuums. Getting Kennedy's dad through college. That's what we love to see. Speaking of household chores, yo, low key doing the dishes. Dishes are kind of, they're probably an S tier chore. I'm pretty sure doing the dishes is actually an S tier chore. Like first, we used to have at least one frame vintage vacuum ad for like the first commercial vacuum. That's so funny. Bro, we had a Dyson at my mom and dad's house and it was so heavy. I tried to vacuum the living room rug and I was legit hurt my, oh my God. I could just picture you just trying to push it and it's just like a 10-ton weight. I could not disagree more. Oh, come on, Greg. Okay, all right. So see the vision of dishes, okay? All right, in a world where you have to just do so much, you have to pay attention so hard to so many things. Like you just have to do so much. Sometimes you just need to just stand in one place, let your mind wander and just relax. And the best place to do that is in front of the kitchen sink, because one, when you're doing the dishes, 9 times out of 10, people aren't really gonna be messing with you because they know that an important job in the house is getting done and they don't want it to be done. And so if you ever need a place to be alone, doing the dishes in the kitchen with your headphones in, is truly like a top 10 most peaceful moment like in the day. It's truly peak. Doing the dishes are truly peak. Like you do the same motion over and over. You put everything up. You know, you don't have to think. You have your headphones and maybe you're watching a YouTube video or something and you just go. What? Why? Everybody hates dishes? Bro, if there's ever a chore to do, I will always volunteer to do the dishes because it's just so easy. There's not a whole lot of labor involved. You're just washing things and then maybe drying them off and putting them away. Ooh. Doing the dishes. All my homies except you apparently hates doing the dishes. It's just so calming. It's just so easy. I'm a laundry guy. Love doing laundry. I can't say I'm a laundry guy. I think laundry is like whatever, but like I'm the kind of guy who has to sort them and stuff like that, you know, mix the colors from the darks, from the whites, you know, all that stuff. And it's just kind of annoying. And then you gotta hang them up and I'm just like, oh, it's so annoying, bro. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Doing laundry is annoying. That's gotta be like a C or a D tier kind of chore for me. It's definitely not as calming or peaceful. People will in fact mess with you while doing the laundry. I'm just very passionate about dishes being clean. It's true. It is actually true. One of my pet peeves is when dishes when dishes are washed and yet somehow they still have a little bit of grease in them. Like, oh, the dishwasher, oh yeah, it does everything it needs to do. All you have to do is wash off and you know, it's crazy because even when you wash it off and things like that and it comes out of the dishwasher, sometimes there's still grease on the dishes. And people think like, oh yeah, you know, if I clean the inside of the dish, it doesn't mean anything. No, because grease can still be on the outside of the dish. So let's clean the whole thing, please. Let's clean all of the dishes. I think that would be great. Yeah. Hey, ever guess what happened? I beat Danny into it. I don't even understand how to play this game, and he still lost me. That's how bad this game is. That's all that. You know, Kennedy, what I think happened is he probably was setting up a thing for the quiz, and you did something funny, and you say it's a duel, and that's how you won. That's my thought process of what probably happened. Wash like a clean dish by Chris. Caught. That's true. No, I won fair and square. He conceded. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he did, Kennedy. Don't worry. I'll let Dan tell the story. I feel like his view of the events might be a little bit different than yours. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a teeny tiny bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. But yeah, dishes, absolutely an S tier. Vacuuming is probably like an A or a B tier. Oh, I'm exactly right. Yeah, that's about what I thought. That's about what I thought. Yeah, vacuum is probably like an A to B tier. It's chill. Dusting, I mean, I don't really do it a whole lot, but I mean, it can be kind of satisfying. So maybe a B tier. What's another chore you do in the house? Cleaning the refrigerator is probably an F tier. Bro, I hate cleaning the refrigerator if I ever have to do that. That's definitely an F tier kind of job. Absolutely. Cleaning the bathroom. I think cleaning the bathroom can be pretty rewarding. While the job may be slightly annoying, when it's fully cleaned, there's little cleaning jobs that give you quite the satisfaction as a clean bathroom. So with that in mind, it's probably C, potential to go up to B, simply just off the satisfaction alone. It's if you do it weekly, it's not a big deal. I definitely don't do it week. No, I feel okay. Hold on. If you do it weekly, I feel like it's more annoying. But I mean, I guess it would be a big deal. I guess it's pretty gross. But like the satisfaction when you're done with it feels truly unique. It does. Like cleaning your room, it's like whatever. It's you know, it can feel pretty good, but not as good as a clean bathroom. Mowing the lawn, absolutely. If there was a tier lower than F tier, that's where mowing the lawn would be. Freak mowing the lawn. I will never do it again. Ever since I've been an adult with a lawn, I have paid somebody to do my yard, and I will absolutely not stop doing that. Maybe when I have kids in the future or whatever, I'll buy a lawnmower just so they have the skill, but I'm not gonna do it. I promise I'm not gonna do it. Not even like a driving no. So there are multiple parts to like mow. Like it's not just the active fact of like pushing a lawnmower to cutting the grass. Typically when you're mowing the lawn, it's typically hot outside unless you do it during the end of the day. If it's at the end of the day, that's usually on a weekday or weekend. And who wants to do that near the end of the day if you want to do it during a cooler time? If it's hot, it's also bad. There are bees and wasps that are flying around at all times. If you want it to look truly nice and truly clean, you got to use a weed whacker too. So you have to kind of like get on the sides of like any fence or anything like that. There's a lot that you have to do, and you know what? It's not for me. Okay. Prime yourself in a landscaper. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is somebody that mows your lawn, are they just called a landscaper? I guess I just called him like a lawnmower, but I guess that's part of landscaping. I guess I just never thought about it like that. Then when you put it like that, okay, okay, anybody can get people to like mow their lawn. That's not anything crazy, okay? You can get little Billy down the street to mow your lawn. You know how you can avoid having to mow the lawn? Yeah, you get fake grass. But unfortunately, I do not own this house, so don't really think I can just put in fake grass. You plant real plants? I don't think that's gonna stop you from having to. I'm sorry, you know what, you would have to convert from mowing the lawn to pulling weeds. You just have to just pull weeds, because that's what it would essentially devolve down into, right? Because like, no matter what you do, pretty much, there will always be like seeds that fly in the air, so grass will grow in certain places, and you have to pull weeds. And pulling weeds is low-key worse than mowing the lawn. It's strictly worse, actually, because you have to bend over the whole time. You have to go to multiple different parts. Like, absolutely, pulling weeds is like, yeah, it's right down there with mowing the lawn, but worse. Straight up, absolutely straight up, dog. And there ain't nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, so yeah, that's probably like the actually, you know what, hold on a second. I wonder, is there a chores tier list on Tier List Maker? Wait, I actually want to see if I can find a chores tier list. Let's see, and I will rank them. Let's see. House chores. Okay. I wonder how good this one is. Bro, I don't know what any of these mean. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, there's 21 of these. Okay, wait. I think I know what these are. Okay. You know what? We'll roll with this one. We'll roll with this one. I'm currently grinding Melania. Wish me luck. You got this, big dog. Even though I'm sure you already beat her before, but you know what? Keep on going, my guy. All right. So we have mopping. Mopping's probably like a. Hold on a second. We can add. We can add one more tier. Add row below. Let's see. Okay, here we go. There we go. Actually, I'll change the color too. There we go. I wish you luck. One day I'll fight Melania. It'll be great. Okay, so we have mopping. I think mopping is probably like a. Probably like a 3. It's like whatever. This is like whatever positive. This is whatever derogatory. Yeah. Sweeping is honestly pretty annoying. Vacuuming. Yeah, it's probably like there. Dishes, S tier. Wait, what's the difference? Wait, why are there 2 dishes? Is this dishwasher? Okay, all right, whatever. I mean, it's whatever. It's like easy. Laundry's probably like right here. What is this? Is this like window cleaning? Glass cleaning is kind of satisfying. It's pretty easy too. Yeah, I kind of rock with that one. Grocery shopping, yo, put that. Nah, put that mug in 5. Put that mug in 5. You can get lost in shopping. You can even buy more stuff than you want. You actively lose money. It's gotta be pretty rough. Mopping is terrible if you don't have a good mop. And by good mop, I mean a light one. Wait. I guess I don't know the difference between mops. Like I use my little Swiffer, get the floor wet, spray it with a little soap stuff, and I go to town. Grocery shopping is S tier, absolutely. Nah, it's definitely down here, bro. Like, it's just so annoying going out. If you're doing like online shopping, it's cool. But if you're actually going into the store, it's down here though. It's down here. Bathroom cleaning, a B tier because of the satisfaction I said before. Pretty good. Dog, why are there? Is this like dish drying? What is this? Lawn mowing? Bad. Oh, is this weeds? Bad. Cooking? Cooking is pretty good. I like cooking. I could put cooking in A tier. I think cooking is pretty chill. Online grocery shopping. Okay. What's wrong with online grocery shopping? You don't have to go into the store and get it. What? Cooking is not a chore. Well, it can be. Well, a chore is really defined by the household, and a household can define cooking as a chore. Man with a private chef. I mean, I cook 4 days out of the week. Okay, I cook Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, you know, it's not like I don't cook and take a fun task away from you. I mean, if I cannot do it and have somebody better than me do it, I'll take that every day of the week, 100%. Taking out the trash. I mean, it's so easy. It's whatever. I mean, like, just purely on the ease alone, it's got to be A tier. Is it ironing? Ironing's probably like there. Dusting, it's probably like here. Dishwasher, it's here because dishwashers don't work or they barely work. Folding laundry, I'll put it here. Someone better at grocery shopping. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about cooking for a second. My fault. Dusting can be fun. Folding laundry isn't as fun as doing laundry. I count that as doing laundry. If you're doing the laundry, that's part of the process, right? Hanging them up. I mean, it's probably just right here too. Feeding the dog. I mean, feeding the dog is pretty cool. I like feeding the dog. It's probably right there, I guess. What is this? I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this is. Preparing the table? Right here, I guess. Washing the car? Bro, put that mug down here. I hate hand washing a car is awful. God, I hate hand washing cars. No, bro, put that mug down here. It's awful. What are you gonna do? Let your dog die? No, I mean, no. I mean, like, you know, it's like doing the chore. It's just like, yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, you know, I like being the dog. You know, I get to see him happy. You know, that's pretty nice. Drying the dishes. I mean, it's got to be probably like right over here, right? Well, actually, dry the dishes? Nah. It's probably like right up here. It's probably up there. There we go. There we go. Here's our tier list. I think this is a pretty solid tier list, to be honest. I think everything here makes sense. You know, we have, you know, sweeping down here because sweeping can be kind of annoying, trying to get like all the granules off the ground. Sometimes they don't come up as easy, especially for like weird floors with tiles that like don't want to cooperate well. You know, vacuuming is chill. You know, you just kind of just see the lines. It's like mowing the lawn if it was cool. So here we go. Here's our here is our chores tier list. It is truly peak. I think anyway. I think, at least for me, this is everything you would want. So yeah, fun little tier list. Oh, yo, one thing I want to say. So I finally been watching One Piece, like, because I only know all of the story beats of One Piece, but I haven't actually watched all of it. And so, you know, we're finally at Marineford, and you know, we're finally at the end, and there's like this whole little backstory between like Ace and Luffy and stuff like that. And I did not know all of that was there. And so I thought we were gonna start getting ready to go on to the next arc, but we gotta go through quite a few episodes of Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. I straight up did not know about any of this. Like I didn't know this was part of the arc at all. I've never seen this. I've never heard about it or seen it. And you know, it's pretty cute. You gotta watch it. I mean, we are watching it, and it's pretty cute. So, I mean, I'm not mad. Now we're not doing. If it is strictly filler, we're not doing it. If it's like manga, if it's like half manga slash filler or slash like anime slash filler, we'll watch it. But if it's just straight filler, we don't watch it. Like we didn't watch any of the G7 arc, which is apparently one of the best filler arcs, but oh well, we didn't watch it. G8, my fault. But yeah, we didn't watch it. We skipped it. Oh well. Dog, we got to the part where where the big sad scene happens at Marineford, and my wife, she didn't get like super sad or anything. She just said, "Oh dang." That's all she said. That's all she said. She didn't. I thought we were gonna get a crazy reaction out of her because, you know, she loves that character, but she was like, "Dang." I was like, what a disappointing reaction. I was expecting more, but we got so little. We got so little. Like, all right, whatever. But man, that little ending part of that arc, it's so emotional and sad, bro. Like Luffy is not okay at all. He's not okay. And then when they get to the island, bro is still not okay. Shout out to Jinbei though. Jinbei the GOAT. Jinbei, I never realized how much of a GOAT Jinbei was until now. Jinbei's that dude. But yeah, the arc is great. The arc is absolutely fantastic. I know the next arc, people say that it's not good. I disagree, but I'll see what my wife says about it. Because I thought it was a pretty cool way to start, you know, the next arc. I thought it was pretty hype. But maybe that's just me, I guess. Oh, that's weird. Anyway. So yeah, One Piece is going good. One Piece is going good. Oh, also, yo, pour one out to everybody in the US and Canada, because Switch 2 pre-orders are being delayed. Oh, bro, guys, Switch 2 pre-orders are delayed. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I was so ready. I was ready to get my Switch 2, and now I feel lost. Trump gonna get assassinated with the Nintendos. Literally, somebody's at the Oval Office right now. They're like, yo, we're gonna get you with the Wii Zapper for taking away the Switch 2. All right. which is crazy. We really dragging Canada down. It's true. It's true. Wait, hold on a second. Now, people were saying, okay, well, you know, if the US is gonna have like their pre-orders pulled, you know, or, you know, delayed, we'll just order from Canada. But if they do that for Canada too, there's really only one other option. We gotta get our Switch 2s from Mexico, everybody. We gotta get our Switch 2s from Mexico, people. We cannot let these tariffs stop us. All right. They thought we were gonna stop it, not being able to get them from Canada. We'll go to Mexico. All right. Yeah, we'll go to Mexico. Catch you with my peso. Yes, sir. Catch you with my pesos, mi amigo. That's the only other option. Man, it would be better if I knew somebody. Oh, wait. I do know somebody who has very close connections to Mexico. Maybe I can get one of their contacts to pre-order a Switch for me and then ship it to me. Maybe that's the answer. Woo! I hadn't considered this. But it is sad though that the Switch 2 is getting delayed because as far as I'm aware, Nintendo like already had like some things in place to try and like mitigate this. Like they moved a bunch of their stuff to Vietnam or whatever to try and sell Switches from there, and then the tariffs were like 45%, and then Nintendo was like, I see 45%, huh? And we thought we were smart, and then apparently Vietnam tried to say like, hey, don't do that, and I guess we said no. I guess America said, nope, you will be paying 45%. Good luck, have fun. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have a good time, everybody. Looks like we're gonna have a great time paying $700 for our Nintendo Switch. But you know what? I'll do it. I will be the martyr. I will pay my $1,000 for my Switch 2, and then I'll pay another $1,000 for some of the accessories. Some say I'm a hero. I just say I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I can't hide it anymore. You know, I think as much as I would love to hate Nintendo, I'm not built for it. I am truly not built to hate Nintendo in any capacity. I'm sorry, in enough of a capacity to actually do anything about my spending habits with Nintendo. They're just too good. They're just too good. I think they recently made a statement too or whatever where they're like, yeah, we don't like AI in any part of our game making process or whatever, because we think we make games better with our own two hands. And I'm like, man, that's such a base take, Nintendo. Like, people would love you for that. You know, it sucks you're making your games $80, but like, I guess quality comes price. I mean, Nintendo is such a confusing company, man. It's so hard to love them, but you just have to. You just have to love Nintendo. They're the only ones who makes the games that they make. You can only get that experience from them, and it's just so hard to hate them. But as a PM player, I feel like I must stand in solidarity with my brothers, but I fail. I fail every day. As we can see, P+ in the background right there. But I fail every day to hate Nintendo for what they did to my game. Oh, speaking of what Nintendo did, apparently Nintendo essentially got rid of P+ at full bloom this year, which like a Melee major. And that sucks. So they had to go somewhere else on very short notice. It still ran. It just, you know, it just sucks, you know? It just sucks. So, yeah. Nintendo's out here messing up. They're still assassinating people. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. Not P+. P+ still gets a pretty good amount of entrance still. What, there was just I believe Full Bloom had 96 entrants, I believe, or 90 something. There's a tournament that I believe Undertow is happening. That has a 96 player cap, which will almost certainly be hit. So Nintendo, I mean, P+ is still out here living. They're kicking. Like last year, we had 2 tournaments with 100+. Like Nintendo's still doing. P+ is still doing it big. No, they're still out here. Imagine if Nintendo was so scared of a price increase, they indefinitely delay it. Woo! That would be crazy. But you know what? Honestly, if they did that, that would give the Switch 1 more time to catch up to the PlayStation 2. There's some time. Catch me in the UK with Paddington. Oi, bro. Bro's like, yo, I'm getting my Switch in the UK, bro. They will not stop. Whoa, wait, hold on a second, Adam. But you know what that means? That means like if they're like indefinitely delaying it, you're gonna have to get cases that have PEGI on them. They'll say PEGI 3. You know what that's gonna do to your resale value, Adam? Ooh, I don't know if you want that, dog. That doesn't sound good. Think of the resale value. I got some PEGI games. PEGI 12. You know what? You know what, Kennedy? Getting some PEGI games, I think that's the way to go sometimes. Especially if they're cheaper somehow. I would go digital only. Wow, Adam, you would break your cardinal rule and you wouldn't get physical. But Adam, think of the preservation of gaming. You know, you got to keep it physical. What if they take your games away, dog? I guess taking your games away would be better than owning a PEGI copy. Okay, you know what? Fair enough, Adam. All right, you know what? I get it. I understand. That makes sense. Okay, let me see. Yo, wait, is Dan? Are you ready, or are you still doing stuff and things? Are you still making it? If you're ready now, we could probably get ready to start. If Dan is still here, I don't know. He might be locked in right now. Okay, all right, bet. Yeah, just let me know whenever you're done. Let me know, and we'll be ready to cook. All right. And speaking of anime, you know, we were talking about anime, you know, not too long ago. Solo Leveling is peak. And it's very funny because I went to a Korean fried chicken place, and they had a promotion there. Look at this, bro. They have the Solo Leveling like holographic thing. Look, Solo Leveling X Pelicana chicken. it was really cool. It was really cool. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. I took a picture. I took a picture of one of the stands that they had in there. Let me see if I can find it. Yo, check this out. Look, they had a Sung Jinwoo stand up thing in the shop. It's my goat, Sung, bro. It was really really cool, and I wasn't expecting it. They had like a whole like special box you could order and stuff like that. And you know, on this card, there's like a promotional thing for the game and stuff. It was cool. It was cool. I claimed the main dude on Moo Day, and I think my exact quote was, "The show looks bad. I bet Chris." Oh. What? First of all, okay, it was a manhwa first, and I read the whole manhwa because it is probably the most popular manhwa of all time, and the anime is still breaking records. Okay, so yeah, Solo Leveling is peak. It's amazing. It's great. You should watch it. It's very very cool. My man is dripped out every single day of the week. I need to instruct Kennedy on each step in dueling books, so it took a minute. Okay, all right, yeah, hey, no worries. It's the junkiest food. It's the junkiest food, Caleb. But are you gonna tell me? Are you telling me though, whenever this dude pulls up, it's not kind of swag though? He's not kind of like that? Like, come on. Oh, big boy pulling the manhwa like he's better than us. Whoa, first of all, okay, it's not like I'm better than you guys. I am better than you guys because I read the manhwa. So there's no question. And two, the manhwa is really really good. So you guys should read it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's a page turner. What's up, Caleb? Did something happen? You read the manhwa? Hey, handshake. Me and you better than the rest of chat. Let's go. Okay, you're not, first of all, you're not better than me, okay, because we read it. When I was first reading it, I literally could not put it down. Like, I was because I didn't get into it until way later, and I read it like religiously. I couldn't stop. It was so good. God, Solo Leveling is so good. The art's so good, bro. The art's so good. I love Solo Leveling. I was so happy when it got animated. Everything else though, no, I think everything else is pretty good. I think everything's pretty good too. I love the characters. I like the story. Story might be, you know, a little bit flat, I guess, on some ends. But I think it's pretty cool with the story that they're telling. I like the escalation that they did. You know, it went from very low to basically RPG, we're fighting God. It's great. I mean, and they do a great job. They do be glazing him though. They do be glazing. And you know what? It works. It works on me. I'm like, dang, Jinwoo is cool. Jinwoo is really cool. Okay, all right. BRB, gotta go to the restroom again, drinking too much water. BRB. All right, I'm back. Hey, it's me. Oh, Dan. Oh, are you ready? Dan, my boy, are you ready? It looks like you said you just wrapped up. Oh. Oh, okay, bet. All right, I think we're ready for it. So let me go ahead and let me give you a call. All right, I wonder if they'll be able to hear you. All right. Can you say something? There we go. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hey, chat. Can you hear Dan?
Yeah,
can you hear?
I will also fuck with my my audio stuff because I actually don't know what mic is selected right now.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Yes, they say you sound good. Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let me just make sure. Microphone, USB PNP. Yep, that's the good mic. All right, we should be good.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So,
is there echo? I am using my speakers. If there's echo, I can put in headphones.
No, I actually don't hear any echo at all.
Nice.
Yeah. You're perfect.
All right.
So today, Dan, he approached me and he said, "Hey, want to do another live quiz of sorts?" And I said, "Sure." So today what are we doing today, Dan?
I'm gonna quiz Chris on Yu-Gi-Oh rulings, and I did my best to make it so that it's at least a little bit educational, even for the people who don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, because I know there's not many actual Yu-Gi-Oh players in chat other than like Howard and Fong.
It's true, and you being a judge, it's actually perfect because you can teach us all a little thing or two.
Yeah, I didn't pick anything like super whack for the sake of being educational, but there's some knowledge checks in here.
Okay, we'll see if I can pass some knowledge checks. I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah.
Watch out for damage step, bro. I hate the damage step, bro. Get the damage.
I will tell you this right now. There's no damage step shenanigans in here because I don't even fucking know. Like I hate the damage step too.
It just has too many rules, especially like what effects can and can't activate in the damage step. It's so dumb.
I almost did a question about honest, and I guess I'll ask you this one to open because it's fun, but I don't have a demonstration like I do all the others.
Okay.
So, you and your opponent. Let's say both you and your opponent have, you both have an elemental hero Neos on the board.
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
And you swing in to their Neos, and you activate honest at the start of the damage step.
Okay.
What happens if they honest in return?
Oh man, I remember hearing about this one a long time ago. I think it's like
you don't, Kennedy.
You die.
What, isn't it something weird like if you do it first and then the opponent does it, it's like theirs resolves first, but then yours resolves? Because I think honest, it doesn't say like original attack or anything like that. So like you're honest. So like the person who activated it first will be bigger. It'll just gain like the extra attack, I guess.
You are correct, but there's also some whack shit with it. So there are two different instances in which you can activate honest. You don't have to do it at the start of the damage step. So you can do it either at the start of the damage step or during the damage step.
Isn't it like a thing though? Oh yeah, go on.
What?
Oh no, you're probably gonna say it. Go on.
Yeah. So if you honest at start of damage, your opponent can wait for that effect to resolve and then honest at the next part at the start of the damage step, and then they beat you. But if you wait until during the damage step instead of before the damage step, they have to honest in response to you, which means it fizzles and you get the higher attack.
Okay, yeah, it was something weird like that. Yeah, so like so it depends on when you actually have to be very careful on how you say, all right, I am activating honest, or you ask your opponent like, all right, damage step, and then they say honest, you're like, okay, cool. Honest?
Yeah.
Am I honest now?
Yeah, exactly.
That Yu-Gi-Oh's so stupid.
It's really stupid. So there's that. Now I'm gonna actually show you the thing. 1 second. I'm gonna. How do I? Okay, there's that. Where do I start? Fuck. Oh man, I hate this shit. Okay, so I have 7 replays on Dueling Book.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll share it on
Let me order them in the way I want them to happen. So that's one of the knowledge checks that stays there. This is here. What's this one? This is a knowledge check. This goes up here.
Well,
that's a
I saw
knowledge
what you pinned,
check.
Howard.
What's this?
Oh my god.
Oh, there's that. That's up here. This is whack actually. That might be the wackest one.
Oh, perfect. While you're doing that, I'll do my 10 push-ups that somebody just paid for.
Nice. Okay, so I have them in order now. Actually, I'll put this one here. Yeah, because that's that. Okay. So the first 2 are supposed to be pretty easy.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
ready.
back. I'm tabbed out of your stream because I have to be to. Okay. I guess I could do this. This works. I'll just put your stream on my other monitor. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Boop.
Once you're sharing your screen, I'll be able to show it on my screen so the people can see.
Yeah. Wait 1 sec.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Share screen.
Man, why is water so good? Why is water the best drink of all time? Okay.
All right.
Here
Can
we
you
go.
see?
Let's see. That's weird, actually. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, let me go ahead and change the screen view. Let me see if I can do this. Is it this? Okay. What was that one? Anyway. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. All right, then we do this. There we go. Oh. I have to scale it. Okay, here we go. Let me do one of these. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay. So, question number 1. Both you and your opponent have a set Sangan face down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You activate Dark Hole,
Sure.
destroying both Sangans.
Uh-huh.
In what? Keep in mind, Sangan's effect is mandatory. It has to happen. In what order do these effects go on the chain link?
Your turn player, so I believe you activate yours first, and then the opponent will go second.
That is exactly correct.
Yeah, there we go. So you chain link 1, then a chain link 2.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Can I ask you something real quick?
What's up?
Periodically, I just glanced over, and this happened again. Periodically throughout the stream, we've got the starting soon screen coming up, and the timer will start. And it won't go, but it'll be there for like a second or two. What's up?
I have no idea. I don't see that on my end.
But, like, it's happened at least, I think, at least 3 times now. It happened again just now.
That's odd because like I don't go through the starting soon scene. Like I just go directly from my other screen to this one. So yeah, I have no idea if I do it right now. Yeah,
Damn skill issue.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, this is a crossover episode because Kennedy's here. So yeah, that would be the order. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. When you are the turn player, and your effect is not optional, the game will always default to saying you are Chainlink 1.
Does that also, I wonder if that also changes if it's not. So like, let's say they're both not they're both optional effects. Like, would
it would still pass priority to you first. And
Okay.
then you would get to choose to activate.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. This is important because that means that your Sangan can't be ashed in this situation. Ash can only respond to the most recent effect on the chain link, which isn't yours.
Chain blocking, let's go!
So, good shit. That was the first one.
Oh, thank you.
A little bit of an easy one to lean you into it, right?
Yeah.
So here's the next one. This one might
Okay.
be a little tricky, and it's very relevant because Blue Eyes is a very important deck right now.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah, Blue Eyes Primite is insane right now.
What is... Okay, so you have Sage's Eyes of Blue, and then there's Nibiru?
Yes. So yeah, the Nibiru is in their hand, in the opponent's hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, you just you're playing Blue Eyes. This is the usual Blue Eyes route. You go Sage Effect, search Maiden. Keep track of the summons. Maiden Effect pitches herself, places a True Light. Link off Sage for the Blue Eyes Link 1. Link 1 searches the field spell. I accidentally activated it instead of adding it to hand, but you would just add it and activate. And I wasn't gonna re-record this whole thing just for that.
No, that's fine.
Field spell effect, send to Blue Eyes. Link 1 effect, tribute itself, summon the Blue Eyes. Now we are on, and then
3.
the Maiden effect, summon herself. We are now on 4 summons.
Yeah, exactly.
On your 5th summon, you make Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon.
Okay.
Which says neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Your opponent attempts to nib you.
Ooh.
Can they nib you?
Okay, let me see. You contribute as many face monsters. You contribute if you special summon this card from your hand. Then special summon 1 token to your opponent's side of the field. Okay. I think this is like some weird, or it has the potential to be some weird sequencing thing where like, because this activate, you don't have to do this because it says then do this or something. I always forget exactly how that works. Or this could be, you can't attempt to do this because the sequence will be the special summon 2, but I don't know if the game cares. I'm gonna say you can't nib. I'm gonna say because it says then special summon 1 primal being token. That's the game. Oh wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. Wait. Do they happen at the same time? Because if you just special summon, because you're not supposed to summon them at the. Wait, what does Spirit say? Does it say at the same time?
Cannot special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. This is happening off of 1 effect though. Like nib is 1 effect.
Yeah, but it's like you can special summon this card from your hand, then special summon. So it could be that the game is like, okay, well, you're not summoning them at the same time, right? And since you're not summoning them at the same time, then it doesn't count. But maybe because it's 1 effect, maybe it does count them as nah. You know what? I'm gonna say you can nib. I'm gonna say you can nib.
You're gonna say you can nib?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can
Final
nib.
answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Well, you are exactly right.
Let's go.
You can in fact nib in this situation. It is exactly for why you thought you almost fell into the trap. You were almost like, oh well, I shouldn't be able to. No, the then changes everything here. You are not summoning 2 monsters at the same time. You are summoning 2 monsters 1 at a time in sequence.
Yep. Look at that. Look at the wording. Look at the wording. Oh, you almost got me, Nib. You almost got me.
The then conjunction is a fucking mess.
Yeah, because sometimes you can. It depends on, I guess, what was said before, but sometimes the then can be activated, but sometimes you have to in order for something else to like affect it in a way. So if it says like, I don't know, you can do this, then this happens or whatever. But if you have a card that says, okay, well, I can stop this, and then you're like, well, I can just do the first part, even if I can't do the second part. I hate it.
Yeah, it's awful. A little fun thing about it is, one, this specific interaction is really important because Nib is really strong this format, and so is Blue
Ooh.
Eyes. So if your opponent's on Blue Eyes and they say that you can't nib them, they're wrong. But also the then conjunction comes up a lot in confusing things. I remember when Fluanderese was a really big deck. A lot of people tried to still get the extra normal summon if you asked Robina, and that's not how that works. Because for the second part of a then effect to resolve, the first part has to first.
Oh, okay. So
like Robina says on normal summon, add a level 1 winged beast, and then you get an extra normal summon. So if you don't add, you don't get the normal summon.
Okay. Gotcha. Interesting. I probably would have let that one go. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? Well, actually, you know what? No, I take it back. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's actually some really fun things you can do with specifically the Nibiru stuff here. I forget exactly what happened, but in not this format, new ban list yesterday, in Rise format, there was a way you could activate the Nibiru, tribute everything, but then I think it's because like you lock yourself out of lights. Or like you lock yourself into exceeds and you nib and then you do something to lock yourself out of summoning nib. So you get the tribute, but then you don't summon the Nibiru and you don't summon the token, so you can recycle it next turn.
It's like because like I guess Sprites could do something funny like that, right? Because like Gigantic says you can't special summon more than level 2s or whatever.
Yeah. You have to assemble the chain link in a really weird way, but you can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that one. Okay, these were the two like very easy ones.
Oh god, the next one's it might be cracked.
So I believe this is the next one. Yeah. All right. So speaking, I can't even say that because that's gonna give you the answer if I say that.
Oh, okay.
Your opponent is on their favorite deck, Potato and Chips Turbo.
Okay, sure.
They got the potato and chips. They have a Mystic Potato. They got a sandwich because you need a sandwich with chips. They got Sprite. They need a drink.
Oh
right?
my god.
And Mobius, he's just here. He's your friend.
he's the guy. He's the guy eating all this.
So they have somehow broken your board, even though you're on a rogue option. And you're playing Marincess.
Okay.
So it's come back to you. On your turn, you go, okay, activate Coral Triangle effect. She banishes herself, and she summons back Blue Slug and Coral Anemone, because you can ban it. If your opponent controls a monster, you can banish her to summon 2 Marincess linked monsters whose total link ratings equal 3. Link 2, link 1.
Okay.
Then you go, okay, Coral Anemone effect to special summon a Marincess Blue Tang from grave.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to let you read Coral Anemone real quick, because this is a very important card in this question.
Okay, all right, let's see. So you can target 1 water monster with 15 realistic attack in your graveyard. Special summon it to your zone this card points to. Okay. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except water monsters. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 Marincess card in your graveyard. Summer's going to add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of her once per turn. Okay.
So I'll tell you this right now, the add back is completely irrelevant. I even forgot to take that action while recording this replay.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to pay attention to the add back, but that first effect is very important. So after you make this board,
okay. Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, well now I'm gonna link off all 3 of these for World Sea Dragon Zelantis.
Oh, okay.
And you go, Zelantis effect. Do you know what Zelantis does?
I think I just read them. Yeah, you banish all monsters
Yeah.
on the field and special summon as many monsters possible. As many monsters possible that were banished by this effect to their owners' fields, face up or face down defense position. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming the battle effect won't come into it.
The battle effect doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we banish the entire board, including my Zelantis.
Sure.
And now the question is, what happens to your board?
What do you mean what happens to my board?
So Zelantis, I don't know how to explain this without giving you the answer.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess the question is, would they all just special summon back normally? Let me see.
Yes, that is. Would these monsters be special summoned back to your board like they were?
Oh, they're link monsters. Oh, yeah. So like,
yeah.
Oh well, I mean like,
Zelantis here doesn't matter in terms of where he is.
Okay,
on here. I'm talking these 5 cards.
Yeah.
How would these 5 cards come back? There's a very important piece of text that you read earlier that gives you the answer to this question.
A very important piece of text that I read. I mean, the opponent's 5 monsters, they'll just be special summoned back in whatever, I guess, order you want them to, right? Like, you can special summon them face up or face down.
In whatever order I want them to, yes.
Yeah. So you can put them up or down. Wait, I feel like I'm missing something. The way you're talking. What about the Marincess monsters? Is there something on there that I'm missing?
Read very carefully.
You can target one monster. Oh. Also, you. Oh wait. Oh, is it you? Wait, are you activate? Wait, hold on. So wait, read Zelantis again. Wait, listen to this. Huh. Then special summon as many monsters as possible that are. Oh, wait. Okay. So you're special summoning your opponent's monsters? Is that what this card is telling me? And so. Okay, well then I guess the question is, does the Marincess restriction apply to you as a player or to you as your board? I mean, if it's to you as a player, oh god, then I guess you'd only be able to special summon the Mobius back, but that feels weird. That feels like that shouldn't be the case, right? So like if I'm thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh, well, well, it doesn't say monster. It doesn't, because like I think there's some text on Yu-Gi-Oh cards that just says like, it doesn't specify you special summon them. It just says like, you know, special summon those monsters or whatever. Huh. It is weird that they say you. So then I guess my real question is, do restrictions that say you cannot special summon apply to you as the player covering both sides of the field, no matter where it is? So like if you used Monster Reborn, could you special summon a monster to the opponent's side of the field or whatever, if there was a restriction on your end? I guess not, because like I guess this is just I don't have a precedent of this happening ever.
A lot of people didn't have a precedent for this. This is the precedent.
Oh, this is the precedent? Oh no, I don't know this one. Oh no. Okay.
Nobody really had to think about this until this card came out about 2 or 3 years ago.
You know, it's crazy because like Monster Reborn has been a thing, but I guess that situation's never come up.
Well, also you can't Monster Reborn a card to your opponent's board, only to your own.
Oh yeah, I'm actually just dumb. Yeah, you're right. You know, I guess all cards that special summon to the opponent's side of the field, I guess they're all kind of bet. You know, I'm gonna say you can't special summon the non-water monsters to your opponent's field. I feel like oh, you know what? Oh, that's such a good question. Because I mean, like, you know what? None. Final answer. They do not. The other monsters, except for the Mobius, only the Mobius comes back to the other side of the field because of the water restriction.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're exactly right.
Okay.
Only the Mobius comes back.
Oh, that's so weird. Why would they do that? That's crazy though. That's insane.
Bro, this interaction is why Marincess is my favorite deck of all time.
Bro, what?
I love Marincess. It is the best deck ever made to me. It's so fun. And World Sea Dragon Zelantis is not a Marincess card in name, but it is in function. It's a Link 4 that only needs... It's 1+ effect monsters to summon it, which means you can just link off a Link 4 for him. You do not need to commit cards to it. Marincess is really good at making farming. One big asshole.
And it sounds like it's him.
No, it's another Marincess Link 4 that then makes him on turn 2 to crack back an OTK.
Oh, that's
because Marincess naturally locks itself into waters in 2 ways. Coral Anemone, which is your primary extender, like you're never not making Anemone, and also it has a spell card that is a searchable in-archetype monster reborn that locks you into waters, and if your field spell is out, it's emergency teleport for Marincess.
Yeah.
Both of those cards are central to your strategy. You're always using them. You're always water locking yourself. So Zelantis always is just a mass banish.
That's crazy. That's literally insane. I wonder if no. I guess I can't do something like that, but it's very cool. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, what if instead Marincess said like you can only special summon dark monsters? Would just nothing come back? I'm sorry, like pretending like there was no dark monsters in like the opponent's side or whatever like that. Like would the Zelantis come back?
The Zelantis would not come back. No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Just based on everything we said.
If I somehow lock myself into something that's not water in the deck that is all water monsters, the Zelantis will not come back.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Just making sure. You know, always gotta ask questions just in case.
But all right, you're 3 for 3.
Let's go. Well, literally
now,
one with a president I've never seen before.
Yeah. No, this card is so cool. I love this. Is my favorite Link 4. It's such a cool card.
I just bought it too.
Oh, did you? That's sick.
I did.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of him.
I think
he came out in a Darkwing Blast.
Oh, that long ago? Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
I only care about the Blackwing stuff when that came out.
All right, next
sprites.
Next one. Sprite Sprint. This one is very easy, and I didn't want to build an entire Sprite deck to do the combo, but I know in theory it's possible, so that's what we're going with here. Okay. So you have a Sprite Sprint on board.
Sure.
Right? You just Link summoned it this turn.
Yep.
And then somehow in your combo you also manage to summon Zelantis.
Oh, how did I get Zelantis? Oh, okay.
So
it's actually very easy to get Zelantis from here.
So now you go, okay, Zelantis effect, banish both. You're not locked into anything.
Okay.
When these cards come back, you attempt to make did I pick the right? I actually think I picked the wrong card here. This is supposed to be a Link 3. But I accidentally autopiloted and made an access code talker instead. So pretend this is like a transcode talker or something.
Sure. Okay.
Can you do this?
Can you do this? Can you link someone into access code talker?
With with transcode talker or any other Link 3 you can think of.
Yeah.
But can you do that with Sprite Sprint that was summoned this turn if you banished it and brought it back with Zelantis.
Hold on a second. You know what this calls for? This calls for this calls for me to read my physical copy of Sprint. Let me see what is Sprint saying that could be weird. All right, Sprint. Tell me what you're saying, big dog. All right. Cannot be used as a link material this turn. I already see the issue. Okay.
That's the only line of text there that matters in this ruling. But the question is, does Sprint remember that it was link summoned this turn if it's banished and resummoned?
Oh, I'm not good at the remembering thing because I feel like there are some rules. I feel like most of the time when monsters are banished, they don't remember unless it's like a because like I feel like it doesn't know. I feel like it doesn't know it was link summoned because this is effectively a new card as far as the game is concerned. Like you're just special summoning it. I mean, if it said something like Sprite Sprint cannot be used as a link material the turn a Sprite Sprint is summoned, that would probably tell me that you couldn't do it. Okay, let me think. Is there any kind of, I would say, is there any kind of other precedent? Because like, I mean, they're it's kind of like synchro summons in a way, right? Like Stardust Dragon doesn't come back because it wasn't synchro summon. It doesn't remember that it was synchro summon. So if it dies and you monster born it, and then it dies again by some kind of other effect or whatever, Stardust wouldn't do that, and it would just stay dead because it doesn't remember.
Or like if you summoned it off of Starlight Road, it wouldn't come back because it can't summon itself back from grave. Yeah,
that really hurt me back in the day. I was so sad when I learned that. I mean, all this points telling me that you can just do it. Let me think. Is there any other kind of like restriction thing that maybe I'm not seeing? I'm gonna say you can use it because like I don't think it remembers. I don't think it remembers. Well, actually, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me think. Does it remember? You know what? Final answer. You can use it. I don't believe it remembers.
You're correct. You can use the Sprite Sprint.
Okay.
Remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Very rarely do cards actually remember if they're moved from a zone to another. I think the general rule of thumb is if you book it, it's a maybe. If you move it elsewhere and bring it back, it definitely doesn't remember.
Okay, that sounded like it was just based on how extra deck monsters kind of work. Or
yeah, the game just Sprite Sprint as a different game piece.
Yep. Yeah. The game doesn't know.
Yeah, this game views after you summon it back with Zelantis, it is no longer a link summoned Sprite Sprint. It is a Sprite Sprint that was special summoned off the effect of Zelantis.
Yep. That makes sense. It doesn't say for the rest of this turn. You're right. It does not say that.
Yeah. There was one other thing I was gonna say here about remembering. Oh yeah, a little fun anecdote is cards not remembering how they were summoned.
So stupid.
Wound up being a very fun rogue deck in Duel Links for a while.
What?
Yeah, so basically, remember, Duel Links is 20 cards. Decks are hyper consistent.
True.
Fucking Salamangrate is in Duel Links now. That shit's wild. But there was a point in time, I want to say 2020, 2021-ish, I forget exactly where a very real rogue contender was normal summoning Beast King Barbaros and then banishing it and summoning it back with World Legacy Clash. So you're normal summoning a 3000 beater.
That's so bees, bro. That's so good. That's actually so hype. What's that? Normal is 3K beater? Oh,
Yeah. And that was the whole deck. It was really funny.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. It wasn't winning any tournaments, but you could ladder the shit out of that.
I actually love that so much. That's something I would use actually.
Yeah.
It sounds so good.
It's really funny.
All
All right, next one. You're 4 for 4.
Sheesh. My
Up
Yu-Gi-Oh
next.
knowledge.
Oh, this is a fun one. Speaking of Stardust Dragon, actually.
Oh my goat. Is that a Melfi?
So-
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's a Melfi Caddy. So, have you ever seen this card before? Desperado Barrel Dragon?
No, not in any meaningful way anyway.
All right, give him a good read.
All right. If a face-up Dark Machine monsters you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn during your battle phase, quick effect, you can toss a coin 3 times, destroy a face-up monster on the field, up to the number of heads, just like Barrel Dragon. Then if the result was 3 heads, draw 1 card. Oh, that's kind of cool. This card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 7 or lower monster that has a coin tossing effect from your deck to your hand. Okay.
So, here is your question.
Okay.
You have Desperado Barrel Dragon. Your
Sure.
opponent has a Stardust Dragon and 1 other monster. It doesn't really matter what. Kennedy built the deck. She put Melfi Caddy in here.
Sure.
So, Barrel Dragon effect. You toss 3 coins, right?
Are they 3 tails?
You get. It was actually the exact number of heads I wanted when I recorded this on the first try. It was great.
Oh,
You
that's
get
actually
2
crazy.
heads.
Okay.
Yeah, you get 2 heads. So you pick. You're like, okay, well, I'm popping these 2 in battle phase, right?
Okay.
Can Stardust Dragon negate this?
Am I missing something? Because his effect is that once turn during the battle phase, quick effect, you can toss monster, destroy face up, monster on the field up to the number of heads as a result. Why wouldn't he be able to, right? He can, because Stardust Dragon says that does Stardust Dragon say something that I don't know?
You can check. I'm pretty sure we know exactly what Stardust Dragon does.
Yeah, when a card is that would destroy cards on the field, quick effect, you distribute this card and negate the activation you destroy it during the phase. Why wouldn't we be able to do this? Let me read in between the lines. Oh wait, is it because Stardust effect says like if an effect is activated that would destroy cards in the field, like you can destroy it, but like if Barrel Dragon can roll 3 tails, then it wouldn't destroy anything. It's like a weird thing like that. It's like like he might not destroy anything. Like you don't know that. Because if that's the case, this is kind of funny. How does it work in terms of probability? How the freak does Yu-Gi-Oh deal with probability?
It deals with it by only putting it on bad cards.
You know what? You're right. That is true. I don't know how good this card is, but it's probably
This card
bad.
was insane in Duel Links.
You said this card was insane in Duel Links?
This card was insane in Duel Links because Sartorius Kamar had a skill that guaranteed you heads on your first 3 coin flips.
That's crazy. That's literally, bro. They just said, yeah, man. Yeah, we'll just make him dad. Yeah, we'll just make him dad, basically. Like
Better
okay.
dad. It's a dad that pops 3 and draws you a card.
That, you know what? It does draw a card too. You're right. It does. It does draw a card. So now I have to see cards where effects that could possibly happen, do they get? So it's like, you know what? I wonder if you can compare this kind of to like how if Ash Blossom, if you activate like, I don't know if it's the same though, right? Because like triple tactics talent, you have to like declare an effect or whatever.
Tactics, you have to declare it, and you declare the effect before your opponent is given the opportunity to respond, so they can in fact Ash it. Ash it draw too.
I would need.
You're thinking more like, I know there's a really big card where you can do that with Ash, where like you can't because you don't have to declare the option you take. I think it was like some fucking fusion spell or something, but it wasn't branded fusion because Ash branded fusion is kind of a joke.
You're right. That skill was also why they limited a couple of ace. Couple of ace.
Yeah, couple of ace with that skill is Pot of Greed.
I should main deck Cup of Ace just in my real life deck, you know. I like to live on the edge. Oh man, this is kind of weird. I'm trying to think of things that have like some kind of precedent.
The card text says destroy. It's only trying to do one thing.
But like if you get 3 tails, then nothing would be destroyed. But I guess does the game care about probability? Like, does Stardust Dragon say like, well, I don't care if there is a possibility if it could not destroy things, because it can do it, you are destroyed. That's what I don't know how the game treats probability. Dang, is this gonna be my first true guess without like any real knowledge right on this one? I mean, it does say would, but like if it doesn't, then it wouldn't, right? I mean, I guess the word would in Yu-Gi-Oh just like also means like if it can happen and not like it, because Stardust doesn't say if a card is destroyed or whatever, activate this effect. So I guess that could be kind of a difference.
Sometimes it means if it can happen, but sometimes it doesn't. It really just depends on the card.
It does, doesn't it? It does just depend on the card. I'm gonna I'm going to say that Stardust Dragon God, it'll be kind of broken if you couldn't activate it, right? Maybe not broken, but that feels like it'd be pretty good. But I guess who's ever thinking about this in the big 2025, huh? The Desperado Barrel Dragon versus Stardust.
There is one format where this comes up a lot, but I didn't pick that example because Desperado Barrel Dragon's a lot funnier.
There's one format where this
I'll tell you after you give me your answer.
Okay. I'm gonna say Stardust. Can you ever Stardust one more time? Let me just look at him real quick. Let me just. You know, I guess I'll just go with whatever the cards look like they should say. So I'm gonna go back to my third grader self, and I'm gonna say that Stardust could negate and destroy. That's my final answer.
All right. Final answer, Stardust can negate Desperado Barrel Dragon?
Yeah.
You were doing so well.
Desperado
he cannot be negated with Stardust Dragon.
Is it because of the way, I guess, coin flips kind of work? Yeah.
So yes and no. It is because of the coin flip, but it's not because you don't know. It's because due to how these effects work, the effect to destroy happens on the resolution of the effect,
and not actually on the activation.
Yes, and Stardust can only negate the activation of effect. Very, very few things in this game can negate on resolution.
Okay, all
it's
right.
Like there's a super relevant one right now. Ryziel Field Spell negates any monster effect on resolution. So the Ryziel field spell could negate Desperado Barrel Dragon,
That's crazy.
but not
Oh.
Stardust.
Okay, yeah, I did not realize that that the
Yeah.
that the effect activates like on Resolute, but I guess that kind
If
of makes
the,
sense.
Yeah, if the what's it called? If the effect does not have an immediately clear outcome, it determines the outcome on the resolution of the effect, and because of that, it's very hard to interact with.
Got it.
Remember how I said that this card was a dad that pops 3 and draws you a card in Duel Links?
Yeah.
Well, it's also a dad that pops 3 and draws you a card and can't be negated by most other effects.
Because it happens on resolution, so cards can't even like really negate it at all.
Yes.
Well, I guess unless it's a card that says like
you can
when your opponent
preemptively
activates.
chalice it or something.
Yeah.
But like, that's it. You know, you can't like negate it with a monster effect or something because they would have to respond to the effect.
Like, so like if I have like Cosmo Wicked Witch just says like when your opponent's monster activates an effect, negate and destroy that monster.
I mean, you could do that because you're not.
Okay.
It's not contingent on the card on a card being destroyed. You are just activating an effect.
Gotcha. Okay.
But for like, if you're like preventing destruction, which is still an effect that's being printed in fucking 2025, this would come up.
Okay. All right. That is good to know.
Yeah, the format where this is relevant is Edison because people actually unironically run Snipe Hunter.
Oh, Snipe Hunter.
Cannot Stardust a Snipe Hunter.
I forgot about that card. I forgot. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
For the record,
Good
in
ruling.
Duel Links, I hated this format. This is
I
my
bet you
least
did.
favorite Duel Links format of all time, is Desperado format.
Oh, you didn't like losing 3 cards?
I hate coin flips in games, period. Bro, I build the decks to minimize variance.
I think everybody just wants to have the most consistency to do what their deck does best. That's why people don't run ace cup of ace.
Yeah, Cup of Ace.
Yeah. Otherwise, be a 3.
All right.
It's even nastier when there's only 3.
Yeah,
monster
it's even
zones.
yeah, it's a board wipe. That's another thing. Duel Links is 3 monster zones. He's not just a pop 3. He wipes your board.
Bro, this is diabolical, especially if you can cheat it out. Dude, straight up diabolical. 100%. All right. So before we go on to the next one, I have to go to the restroom again. So keep chat entertained. Tell them the answer or
sure.
something like that. All right, BRB.
What's good, chat? Y'all, you see that ban list that dropped yesterday? The potato? Oh yeah, no, never mind the ban list. I have a really funny story. Oh, Howard, the ban list is wild. I'll mention it in a second. So, earlier today, I was called downstairs. I thought, oh, okay, I have to help with groceries or something. I enter the kitchen, and my mom has presented me with a sack of what used to be potatoes. These potatoes had been sitting in our cabinet in the far back for, I presume, at least 2 or 3 years. Because they had started taking root within each other. And one of its stalks had finally broken the bag and has come up and out. We had no idea this was inside our cabinet. So we did get a picture. I'll share it in the Discord after the stream.
Right now.
Kennedy will put it in there right now. Shit is so fucking funny. What happened to the potatoes in your dorm?
Check general.
You can check general now if you want to see. Shit's wild. I went downstairs and mom was like, so should I plant it? And it was a resounding yes. So we're planting the potatoes. It was genuinely taking root. It was a sack of potatoes. They are. They are very hardy. Ugh. Sopping wet rotted potatoes uh does not sound fun, especially in a college dorm, especially in the Suffolk college dorms where there's like zero airflow. Oh my god. Uh I'm happy that Blue Eyes are meta for real, not because I necessarily like the current build of Blue Eyes out there, but because it makes Buster Blader really good. Blue Eyes Buster Blader has been my favorite jank deck recently. It's very fun. Ugh. And now that we got hits to both Ryziel and Malice on the ban list, it's probably gonna see a bit more play now. I just wish the Primite cards weren't $100 a copy.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Okay. All right. What's happening? What's happening in this damn? What's going on right now?
Oh, I didn't change the tab yet. I was talking about my
Oh.
I was talking about the 3-year-old potatoes we found in the cabinet that started taking root within each other.
It's actually very dangerously potatoes in there. Like apparently, it can create like a poisonous gas or something like that, and it could be pretty rough. Apparently,
No, ours were thriving.
they're living their best life.
There was a sack of potatoes. They took root in the sack. One of the stalks shot out of it. That's how we found it, and now we're planting them.
Okay, there we go. The circle of kitchen life.
All right. Time for the next one.
Yugioh.
Okay. This one actually probably should have been much earlier in the list. It's not really super hard. It's just something that you should probably know.
Well, let's see if I know it.
So, you actually will probably get this one right, I think.
Okay.
Very simple. So, you're playing Unchained. Unchained plays Yubel package because Yubel is good now.
Sure.
Right? So, you activate Sharvara effect in hand. Right?
Okay.
To destroy a card on board and summon itself. So you destroy the Yubel and you summon him. And then after that, Yubel's effect goes off. Is that legal? Yubel is a when effect.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait.
Yubel is a when you can. Sharvara is an and if you do.
Okay, wait, let me read their effects. I just do not know their effects. All right, during the main phase, this card's in your hand, you can target one fiend monster, one phase on card, you control, destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card. But while it is face up in the monster zone, you cannot special summon monsters except fiend monsters. If this card is sent, okay, I guess that next part doesn't matter, right? All right, and then what does
Second
Yubel
effect
say?
doesn't matter, yeah. And then Yubel.
When this card is destroyed, except by its own effect, its owner can special summon when you go. Okay.
I will say the answer to this question lies in how the and if you do conjunction functions.
If you do special summon this card, but while it is faced up, it wants. I feel like because like I know when effects, it's like if they are not the last thing to happen in the chain, you cannot like their effects don't work right. Like they miss time. They miss timing. That's what it was. That's the word I was looking for. Does Yubel miss timing here? Because
that's
like,
the question.
Huh. Huh. Well, I mean, like, I feel like you probably still should, right? Because like you do that, and then chain link 1, chain link 2. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say you can. I'm gonna say you can special summon Yubel.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Okay, give me 1 second to find the exact way to say this.
Oh, okay.
I had the tab closed. Like an idiot.
Wow, closing the tabs.
Yeah. I could probably just control F Yubel, right? Let's see. If I don't find it in a minute or two, I'm just gonna tell you the answer.
Oh, maybe you actually can't special summon it. I'm just looking at it a little bit more now. I'm just thinking. When this card is destroyed, so it has to happen. Well, that's why you have to do. You know, I answered one thing. I said final answer, but now I don't believe.
You can change your mind if you want. I'm not gonna stop.
I was like, dang, now
I'm like,
now I'm not believing in it. You know what? because like it's destroyed, and then you're doing. You know what? Nah, Yubel doesn't come back. Yubel stays gone. Yubel missed the timing.
you sure?
Yeah. Final answer.
Okay.
Yubel's
I found
gone.
it. Okay.
Yubel's dead
Here we go.
forever.
So, to answer, to tell you this, I shouldn't have let you sit because you had it right. Yubel does trigger here.
No,
you had it right the first time.
You cheated me, Dad. You cheated me. You let me fester, bro.
I had to find the Reddit post explaining the why. It's not my fault. Yes, it is my fault.
My first answer is my real answer, as we all know. So like it just comes back because
I'll still give it to you. I'll still, if I didn't let you sit, you would have locked it in.
I would have. It would have been locked in, and I started looking at it more, and I started second guessing myself.
Yeah. So, and if you do, as a function, is saying that even though these two effects are occurring at the same time, they are happening sequentially.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So
that's what I was thinking at first.
Yeah.
Bro.
So it's not like a then. Where like if this were then, Yubel would miss timing. Because the summoning of Sharvara is overriding the potential like activation of Yubel. But this is one action, it is one effect.
I knew it. The sit. Oh man, I just guessed. I just sat for too long and looked at it for too long and messed myself up. That's crazy. Insane. Yeah. Throw by me. But you know what, Dan? Maybe you really set me up on that one. All the other ones, it gave me a pretty quick answer. Didn't give me a chance to really think about it. Look, it's kind of like entrapment in a way if you really think about it.
Bro, I asked you 5 times every other question. Like, you sure? You sure?
Yeah, but there was no like waiting after that. It's kind of like
Sure, you weren't like staring at the screen for a minute.
It's kind of like if you just put like $1 million, like, in a very impoverished neighborhood, and then like, arrest all the people who try to take the money. Like, You know, it's kind of like that. You know, man, I'll take a half point on that. You know, for my troubles.
Sure, sure.
Bro,
All right.
CB9 washed up. I'm done with you, Howard.
Question number 7.
Okay.
So, your opponent. This is another one that like will probably come up. I think the hardest one was probably the Zelantis question, or maybe like the either Zelantis or the Stardust question.
Yeah, the Stardust one was weird.
This is not as hard as those, but it's very important.
Okay.
So, your opponent has 3 effect monsters on board and a set. That's the wrong set card. Wait. That's Melty Playhouse. That should be this one instead. Yeah, there we go. Compulsory evacuation device.
Okay.
There we go. So, your opponent has 3 effect monsters and a set compulsory evacuation device.
Yes.
You activate Forbidden Droplet,
Sure.
attributing or discarding 3 monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Note the boys. Note the squad.
the real boys.
Right?
Okay.
In response to you activating Droplet, remember, you sent monsters, so they can't respond with monster effects, but they can respond with spells and traps.
Yep.
They flip Compulse, targeting their own monster and returning it to hand.
Okay.
What happens to Droplet? Basically, does Droplet negate and reduce the other 2 cards, or does it resolve without effect?
Let me see. Send any number of monsters from your hand to the grave, enter field to the grave. Choose that many monsters your opponent controls. And until the end of this turn, their attack is hit. It says choose that many effect monsters. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, because you did send 3 monsters, and now there's only 2 monsters, so you can't choose that many. Does that matter, or is it just like choose as many as there are on the field right now? Because I feel like it doesn't fizzle. Yeah, I'm gonna say the other 2 monsters are lowered and their effects are negated.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Droplet fizzles.
Really?
Droplet fizzle.
It has
You have to choose the exact number of cards you sent. If you can't, the effect doesn't happen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess my thought process was like, okay, well, it doesn't really. Oh, wait, you know what? Because you're not choosing the monsters on, like, that's not part of like the, you know, before the semicolon or whatever like that. So you're choosing them like as part of like your
you're choosing it as part of
your
the
effect.
You're choosing it as part of the effect.
Oh man, I didn't. It's like my brain turned off and I just didn't even like assume that anymore. I was like, I don't know. You're like, you know, you're saying like as part of the fix. So like, yeah, you know, that should work. Yeah. That was on me. I should have gotten that one. I should have gotten that one. That one makes sense.
And also, just as a general rule of thumb, unless a card says up to, it needs to do exactly whatever it needs to do. Like in this situation, if Forbidden Droplet said choose up to that many effect monsters, it would have resolved. And Yu-Gi-Oh does use the phrase up to a lot in a lot of its cards.
Yeah, it does.
So that key phrase not being there was supposed to be like the big tell that no, this has to target 3.
My brain like it turned off because I know if it was like part of like, you know, like the initial process of like, you know, targeting like the monster or whatever, it wouldn't matter if one of them went away because you did your 3 targets or whatever.
Yeah, you already chose the targets.
Yeah. but it's part of the effect. So yes, it is in fact different. My brain turned off. My brain turned off to where that part of the text was.
There's something really funny about this that I was gonna. What was it?
Did Droplet fall off? I feel like Droplet. I feel like people still use Droplet, right?
It comes in and out. It's good in some situations. It just depends on the deck. Right now, a lot of decks just really don't like the discard. They really, really don't like the discard. But it's a good card.
Bro, why don't people just bring Burning Abyss back and then play Forbidden Droplet in there? No, they're good to go.
That's one of the decks that runs it.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, do Burning Abyss say from field to graveyard or just to the graveyard?
To the graveyard.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
They do use it? People are playing Burning Abyss in the Great 2025?
People play Burning Abyss every time, everywhere. No, for any reason. Like, another one of my favorite pet decks is Adventure Phantom Knight Horus. And that deck also runs a bit of Burning Abyss.
Burning Abyss is the best friend of Phantom Knights.
Yeah.
Burning Abyss is just fundamentally good. I was gonna
say about this, but I don't fucking remember.
You're right, Howard. It is fundamentally good because of, just how their effects work. They float. I feel like a lot of floating decks just generally do well. Just as like a kind of like a rule of thumb, like, oh, card sent to graveyard, you get effect. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're
and they mill too. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not super great right now. They probably won't be for a while.
Good. Let them stay gone.
Yeah. Right now, it seems like the big rank 3 deck that is taking the world by storm is it literally just won YCS Houston. It was Goblin Bikers and another deck that I don't remember.
Goblin Bikers.
Yeah, let me see. Goblin Biker.
They did ban Beatrice. I believe that was in the last ban list, but I think that was because of like some trap card
Memento
shenanigans.
Goblin Biker.
I don't even know what that is.
Memento Goblin Biker won YCS Houston literally 2 days ago.
Bro, I've never heard of that a day in my life. Goblin Biker Memento. What the freak? This day probably cost like $12.
The deck is very cheap.
Like just by the name alone, I'm like, dog.
Both of those decks were ass until right now. Like,
oh, Memento is a whole archetype. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Goblin Biker is an archetype. Memento's an archetype. I think Memento has a couple of ultras that are kind of expensive, but otherwise the decks are pretty cheap.
Interesting. Ooh, Book of Eclipse, crazy card. Okay. So wait, is there more? Or was that the last one?
That was the last one.
No, that means I'm at a 4 out of 3. I was doing pretty good, and then I failed, One of them, hey, I'm not pointing out anything. I'm just saying one of them might not have been my fault, and one of them, I just put the effect. I just put the effect like not in the effect area in my mind. I just turned it off. That one was on me.
I will give you the U-Bell one. I'll give you the U-Bell one.
Let's go.
But yeah, so 5 out of 7.
Hey, we take it. We'll take it. 2 of them, I straight up just did not know. Just straight up. Well, actually, one of them, I guess technically, I really just straight up did not know. The other one, I feel like I got.
Yeah, this one, it's so fucking whack.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just straight up didn't know.
Like, this is truly a situation that will never come up. 1, because Stardust Dragon is power crept out of the game, and 2, because who the fuck uses Desperado Barrel Dragon in any context?
Dark Dragons? Dark Dragon?
No. No, they have the entire Borreload package. The fuck are you talking about?
Maybe
they just put Wyverburster and Collapse Serpent to 2.
Maybe you run them in Cosmos?
I mean, I guess they do have a couple dark machines.
Yeah. See, look at that. See? Yeah. I mean, we don't really have a way to bring him out, but you know, he's there, I guess. But yeah, this was good. This was good. These were all good questions. Good thing there were no damage up questions. I would have got cooked. You would have been like, oh yeah, if you use Kalut and then you're fighting against Crusader Avermax or whatever like that, who wins? I'm like, bro, I don't. Maybe. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Here, I'll how do I? There we go. There we go.
Whoop. Yo, thanks for the stream day. I love all these ideas that you have whenever you come. They're all just fantastic and good. I love little quizzes and stuff like that. They're great. So if you ever have any more or something that seems fun to do or anything like that, definitely let me know. Like we'll definitely rock them.
I will for sure let you know if I think of anything else. I also might come back for another rulings quiz with like truly whack ones now that we've gotten the easy ones out of the way.
Okay, I'm down. Yeah. And you know what, this time I won't second guess myself.
There's a really fucked up relinquished ruling that I didn't use here.
That's
that I might bring back.
Relinquished ruling. Like OG relinquished?
Like OG relinquished.
The text on that card is insane.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, yeah, you know, I'll be interested to know what that ruling is. Probably has something to do with like 0 attack monsters or something like that. I have no idea. All right. Well, appreciate you being on, Dan. You're the GOAT. You're great. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And I can't wait to do the next rulings quiz.
Yeah, it's a good time.
All right. Peace out.
Later.
All right. Okay. All right. Fun stuff. Fun ruling quiz. I think for today, you know, that was pretty much like the only thing, you know, I was really like thinking about doing. You know, we were talking, we were chilling and vibing. I think I'll go ahead and call it early for tonight. Yeah, I'll go ahead and call it a little bit early for the night. You know, you guys missed out on your 20 minutes, but I think you'll be fine. Tomorrow, more Soul Link with me and Howard. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, we're near the end of the game, so we should be finished by the end of this week. We're gonna finish today or tomorrow. Guaranteed, 100%. I put Howard's life on it. Okay. You all have a good night, and I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.